Hey everybody, welcome to Homebrew Wednesday for March 6th. Alright, I'm going to do just mostly update today. We are going to taste a beer though. We're going to taste a Dark Horse Brewing, change my camera, Blueberry Stout. Never had this one, rather interested. Picked it up just the other day. Did not cast last night on JTV, and I'll explain kind of why that was as well. So let's get this little pour and see what we get here. Tell you what, it looks good in that Guinness bottle, doesn't it? Or glass. Pretty sure we can fit it all in there. And yes, we can. Okay, we're gonna let that come up just a little bit because it's a stout. Oh. I do catch blueberry on the nose, but I definitely catch that malty stout aroma as well. So in town where I live, they opened. Well, they didn't open a new brew pub yet. The grand opening won't be until sometime in April. But they had tastings yesterday, and Tuesday is the day that I play cards. It's the night I cast. During card season, I always end up casting starting significantly later. What happened is I started drinking significantly earlier because I went to this, and by the time I was done, I just was not in any condition to cast. And while usually by the time I'm done casting, I'm in that condition as well. At the beginning, you gotta set the stuff up, and you gotta get the microphone working, and get the mixer going, and get the software up. So you have to be ready to do that, and I was not. And so for all of those who anticipated a Tuesday cast and did not receive one, I apologize, and I will be back on Tuesday next week. Although I may actually try to cast on Thursday this week if nobody else is on. If somebody's on, probably not, but if I see an opening, I'll probably jump on and throw up a cast. The stout is certainly ready to be bottled. It should be nice and clear by now. It's certainly done fermenting. Truth is, I'm going to age it in the bottle for a while, for at least several months. So there's really no race to get it in, but I just assume get it out of fermentation chamber and clear that space up and get it into the bottle and get it into the cupboard. And so that's on this week's plan. The Sriracha Rye, which was going to go in there at the same time, hasn't been started yet. It seems winter brewing is just moving at a much slower pace, but I'm definitely putting that down. I have all the stuff for it. Might end up with back-to-backs in there, depending on how I decide to package the Fug Nugget IPA. If I'm going, I would have to either bottle condition in a keg, put the priming sugar in and put it in a corny keg, or bottle it, one or the other, either the Fug Nugget or the Sriracha Rye, because I really can only fit one in my my keezer here, and so I don't have a way to carbonate two at a time in this vessel, and so I need to decide how I'm going to do that. So we'll see. I may just end up waiting and putting a little delay in there, but we'll see. But definitely the Sriracha Rye is next, and after that is the either the Fug Nugget or the Leon Redbone Ale. So we'll see which of those goes. Now this is good. Had a minute or two here, not a lot of minutes, but a couple. Let's give it a taste. Head's holding on pretty well. Like I said, definitely got some blueberry on the nose. Not overly chewy, and not a ton of mouthfeel. Not thin by any means. It's a good stout. There's a little bit of bite from the dark malt. Well, I was going to say the blueberry is mostly on the nose, but it's also on the back. At the back, I'm getting a little bit of the blueberry. Let's read the bottle. It says Trace Blueberry Ale. It's just government warnings. It's just brewed and bottled by Dark Horse. Doesn't give... Oh, it's a 7.5 is the ABV on it. That's pretty much the only additional information available on the bottle on the Trace Blueberry Stout. I don't know if you can read them. 7.5 or not. Almost. Because you may or may not have noticed, my camera is a new camera. Significantly better camera quality. So I could probably go with the green screen if I wanted and make it work with this one. We'll see. But, so, let's take one more shot here. No bitterness to speak of. No real hop presence. Not shocking. But yeah, there's blueberry at the back end. It's pretty smooth. It certainly doesn't taste 7.5. It doesn't taste, hot or big. Like I said, doesn't really have a super thickness in the mouthfeel, but certainly acceptable. Not like runny. Yeah, I would say if I was putting it on a 5, I would say 3.8, 3.9. Coming up on 4. It's nice. Would I drink it again? Absolutely. Would I go out of my way to buy it again? Yeah, probably. Not quite as far out of my way as I would go to buy Celebrator. This one right here is currently my favorite. Very happy with Celebrator. Wherever he went, the little goat's my new mascot. I lost him. It's okay. I have another Celebrator in the fridge. I'll get a new mascot. A mascot on every bottle. I like it. So that's where we're at with the brewing. That's where we're at with this beer. I'll certainly be on next Tuesday on JTV. Like I said, try to maybe sneak on one day this week. This is going to go up on Wednesday, but it's already Wednesday night. It's kind of late. That's why I'm not being really loud at the moment. Everybody else is hopefully sleeping. But cheers, 17. Thanks for tuning in, and comment thoughts on the schedule, on what to do about the keg conditioning, and so on and so forth. Feel free. Questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I will address them as I can. I know there's more than one person who is anxiously awaiting how is the Snickerdoodle Stout coming out. And what I'll do is I'll get it bottled. I may or may not do a bottling video on it. It's just bottling. But then I'll probably bottle a lot of 22s, but I'll certainly make sure I have enough 12s, 12-ounce bottles that I can take some peeks at it. And although it won't be ready, I might take a peek at a week and a half, at 10 days, or 2 weeks, and and give some updates to how it's going, because I know there's some people that are interested in how the recipe comes out, and would I do it this way or would I change something when I do it next. And so I will keep you updated. Cheers, 17.